Odisha is the land of Jagannath. The Prachi Valley disproves it. Most of the very fine Jain idols have already been stolen and unfortunately smuggled out of the country.
कृषे कृषे तटे लिंगं ततः प्राची सरस्वती जेउ नदीर कूଳରେ कृषे कृषे अंतरे शैवपीठ मान प्रतिष्ठित से हेउची प्राची नदी.
People themselves across the world can get together and help.
एकाम्र काननाथ पूर्वे योजनान्ते महिपते नामना प्राचीति विख्याता सरिदास्ते सरस्वती प्राच्यादिशि भयसस्य जत्र स्यात् सागरंगमा कृषे कृषे तटे लिंगं ततः प्राची सरस्वती.
In the heart of Odisha, where civilization has flourished for thousands of years, lies a forgotten valley. A valley whose river once nurtured an ancient civilization. But today, many have never even heard its name.
प्राचीन तो केवे शुणिनु आम भी क्या जानू
स्टोरी इतिहास एमती मु पढ़ी डिटेल्स किसी जानी.
ओडिशा रे गोटे नई अछि प्राचीन नई ता विषय जानि जंदी प्राचीन नई शुणी
जेती मु शुणी कि ए बहुत पुराना काल नदीटा आ ता सहित जोड़ी की बहुत गुटे कहानी अच्छी गोटे गोटे शुणी जेती छोट बेलू जो शुणी मो जेजे बापा जी कही.
That is exactly the question we seek to answer. What happened to Prachi Valley? Why has its legacy faded into obscurity? Prachi Valley, an ancient cradle of civilization, holds secrets as grand as those of the Indus Valley or Mesopotamia. As early as 184 BC, dynasties like the Chedis, Bhomakaras, and Somavamshis ruled these lands, turning the Prachi Valley into a vibrant hub of art, religion, and commerce. Over 150 temples, mutts, and forts still stand, silent testaments to a glorious past. The Kalingan architecture of Rekha, Pidha, and Khakara styles adorn the valley's landscape.
50% of the idols have been stolen over the year. They are no more there. All the finer idols are stolen. Many of them are still lying in the open, which are prone to vandalism, prone to theft here. Like when I was working there 5 years ago, I had filed a RTI in 4 of the thanas. We had come to know that in the last 10 years, nearly 60 cases of temple theft have occurred. 60 cases means FIRs were filed. And unfortunately, there was only one recovery. And the police themselves agree and tell us that many of the villagers don't report thefts. When the small idol gets stolen, they don't even report it,
The Prachi Valley was not just a melting pot of cultures, but a living embodiment of religious harmony. Jain monks once meditated here. Buddhist stupas stood tall, and Shaivite and Vaishnavite temples flourished.
प्राचीन उपत्यकार जेते संख्यक मंदिर देखा जाए शैव शाक्त वैष्णव परंपरा जेते संख्यक जे मंदिर देखा जाए ताहा प्राची उपत्यका प्राची व्यतीत भारतवर्षर कौन नदी उपत्यकार ताहा दृश्यमान हुए नाही. एवं प्राची नदीर स्वतंत्रता होची शैव शाक्त वैष्णव परंपरार जो प्रतिष्ठित परंपरा अष्ट समूह बा द्वादश समूह परंपरा, द्वादश माधव परंपरा, द्वादश चंडिका परंपरा एवं प्राची कूल अनेक ऋषि आश्रम, अनेक सिद्धपीठ सिद्धवन एवं तीर्थक्षेत्र संलग्न मानक गढ़ी उठी शैव शाक्त वैष्णव परंपरार प्रतिष्ठित देवादेवी कीर्तिराजी.
In the Prachi Valley, you find places where there were Buddhist stupas which were destroyed and later on made into something else, or the Jain monuments. But here, it's a synthesis where all of them are still existing today, and you can date them in a very wonderful way. The earliest are the Jain ones, and then followed by the Bauddha. And like I told you, novel concept which we have that Odisha is the land of Jagannath. The Prachi Valley disproves it. The real fact is only 5% temples of Odisha are Jagannath temples. You know that? 55% are Shiva temples. These are facts.
The valley's sacred sites still echo with the prayers of the past, blending different faiths into one spiritual fabric. But the heart of this valley was its river, the Prachi. The journey of the Prachi begins near Naraj Barrage, flowing through the heart of Odisha, touching 940 villages before merging with the sea near Astaram. Mentioned in the ancient Markandeya Purana and Skanda Purana, the river was once a lifeline for the people of Kalinga.
ତେଣୁ ପ୍ରାଚୀ ଯଦି ତ ନରାଜ ଠାରୁ ପ୍ରବାହିତ ହୋଇକି ଆମର ଏଠି କପିଳେଶ୍ୱର ମହାଦେବ ବା ଅନ୍ଧ କପିଳେଶ୍ୱରଙ୍କ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ପ୍ରବାହିତ ପ୍ରାଚୀ ନାମ ଏବଂ କପିଳ ସହିତ ବର୍ଣ୍ଣନା ଅନୁସାରେ ଯେ କପିଳେଶ୍ୱର ସମ୍ମୁଖଠାରୁ ସମୁଦ୍ରକୂଳ ପର୍ଯ୍ୟନ୍ତ ଏହା ପ୍ରାଚୀ ସରସ୍ୱତୀ ନାମରେ ବିଶେଷ ପ୍ରସିଦ୍ଧି ଲାଭ କରିଛି। ଯେଉଁ କଥାଟା କପିଳ ସଂହିତା କଲା କୃଷେ କୃଷେ ତଟେ ଲିଙ୍ଗଂ ତତଃ ପ୍ରାଚୀ ସରସ୍ୱତୀ, ଯେଉଁ ନଦୀର କୂଳରେ କୃଷେ କୃଷେ ଅନ୍ତରରେ ଶୈବପୀଠମାନ ପ୍ରତିଷ୍ଠିତ ସେ ହେଉଛି ପ୍ରାଚୀ ନଦୀ।
The Prachi River was a perennial river. That time the river morphology was all changed. The big Kanjia lake in Nandankanan is actually a backwater of the Prachi Valley. The Chudrangla Goro fort, which had a very big moat around it, the Goro which they called it, Godkai, that big one, that was fed by the Prachi River waters. There were crocodiles also there at that time.
Once a mighty river, the Prachi has now been reduced to a seasonal stream. Over the centuries, siltation and human activities have buried its course, and its significance faded from the public consciousness. But some still remember, some still hope.
Keeping the river alive, keeping the river valley alive, keeping the nature around it alive, keeping the heritage around it alive makes it very important. But the most important thing is we have to keep the river alive and before it dies.
The land still holds memories of its past. In recent excavations, villagers witnessed history being unearthed before their eyes.
2017 ମସିହାରେ ଭାରତୀୟ ଉଡ଼ାରେ ଉତ୍ଖନନ କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ଏଏସ୍ଆଇ ଦ୍ୱାରା କରାଯାଇଛି। ଦେଖାଗଲା ଯେ ସେଥିରୁ ମାଛ କଣ୍ଟା, ପଥର ତିଆରି ସରଞ୍ଜାମ, ଅସ୍ତ୍ର ସରଞ୍ଜାମ, ସାର୍କ ମାଛର କଣ୍ଟା, ଗୋଲେଇ ଘର, ସେ ଘର ରଙ୍ଗ ବିରଙ୍ଗ ହେଇଛି, ତା ଦେହରେ ଯେଉଁ ଖପରା ହାଣ୍ଡି ମାଠିଆ ମିଳିଲା ତାହା ମଧ୍ୟ ଆଜିକାଲି ଖପରା ମାଠିଆ ଠାରୁ ବହୁତ ବହଳା, ବହୁତ ମୋଟା ଆଉ ଭାରି ସୁନ୍ଦର କାର୍ଯ୍ୟ ହୋଇଥିଲା।
The Jalalpur excavation yielded even rhinoceros horns. They revealed advanced pottery. In a sense, 3,500 years old carbon dated civilizational evidence was found. And the importance of the valley, in as much as the advanced civilization which is nurtured during that time, is no less than the Mohenjo-daro, the Harappa, the Abyssinian, the Babylonian, or the Egyptian civilizations, if a proper study is made.
Can we afford to let a civilization disappear? Can we let an entire chapter of history be buried under the sands of time? The story of the Prachi Valley is not just about the past, it is about the future. The revival of the river is the revival of our identity.
Our Prime Minister Narendra Modi, in the last 8-9 years, has been going abroad. And whenever he goes, every time he brings 8 or 10 of our stolen artifacts. He bought them from America, he bought them from Germany, England, Australia. And 90% of these artifacts which have Modi ji has brought back are from Tamil Nadu. Do you know why? Because Tamil Nadu has a dedicated police wing, a heritage police wing from the last 30 years.
Prachi Valley is not just history, it is our heritage. It is a lesson in ecological conservation, in cultural preservation. If we forget the Prachi, we forget ourselves.
Whether it is very localized, whether it is a forest or a river or some kind of community which needs support, doesn't necessarily always have to be from the regional government or the state government or the local government. People themselves across the world can get together and help. For the Prachi Valley, Prachi River initiative, where we want to save the river, we want to save its heritage, we want to save its history.
The Constitution says that one of the first fundamental duties of every citizen is to preserve the heritage of the country. This is the first fundamental duty. All of us are responsible. It's not only the government will do. They cannot do it. We have to do it.
History is not just meant to be read in books. It must live through us. The Prachi River may be fading, but hope is not lost. Together, we can bring it back. The question is, will we act before it's too late? The story of the Prachi Valley is not over. It is up to us to decide.